Hey, now we're here again. Thank you so much for believing in your business so much, believing in yourself so much that you joined me on the other side, that you took the action. I just want to take this moment and thank you and just, let you know that most people won't even begin the path to transformation. There's something about being a human being that lets us get stuck in our ways. I think it's the habit building mentality we have. Sometimes for good, sometimes for bad. But if you want to be in business and you want to be profitable, you really have to have a learner mindset, and you really have to be willing to research, learn, and adopt new techniques, new strategies. And I'll tell you right now, what I'm about to share with you, I learned myself just like you're about to learn now. So if you really, I'm asking you to trust in me, not just really in me, but in the information I'm going to share with you right now and its ability to help revolutionize your business if done correctly. At the end of this video, or once you're done watching this video, you have an opportunity just to fill in your information below, and you can get a coaching call with me for free, a free coaching call. I'm willing to honor people who are willing to take a step to transformation and who really want to work towards bigger, better things. So after you watch this video, I want you to fill in the information, meaning leave your email, your number, and your name, and I'm going to get in touch with you, or my team will get in touch with you, and we'll talk about how we can apply some of this stuff to your business. Now, I want you to understand that this applies whether you're a real estate agent, whether you are an accountant, whether you have a restaurant, whether you have a pet shop selling pet food, organic pet food, or whatever business you're in, or maybe you're a sole proprietor, you're a contractor, you're a roofer, you're a plumber, what have you. This applies in any business. This is what we call evergreen. So I have 3 steps here laid out. I've got step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1 is basically covering what we spoke about in the first video you watched, the traffic, right? What is traffic? Traffic is basically the place where you go to take your offer and put it in front of people. Now, if you have a website of any kind, you might be familiar with the term traffic, but if you don't, just think of traffic as, getting your product viewed by the people who ideally you want to view. Most businesses fail not because they have a bad product or service, but because they cannot get their offer in front of the right people. And this is what we're going to cover today. How do we get your offer in front of the right people so that we can convert, i.e. get more money from your customers? Okay, so the traffic online, really, if you want to start acquiring traffic online, there's mainly 3 places you go online to acquire traffic. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Google. These 3 platforms are monsters. They're big, they're juggernauts. So what you want to do is throw away all your old concepts of marketing, doing newspaper ads, radio ads. Maybe I shouldn't say throw them away. You should maybe still do them. But first get this right. Focus on these. If you focused on this alone and you really got super, super good at this and this, in most instances you don't even maybe need Google. You are on your way to actually growing your business substantially and making more money and taking the bread out of your competition's mouth. So Facebook is the largest app being used right now, and it's also, I think, the largest advertising platform next to Google, of course. So basically what we do is we take our offer that we talked about in video 1, we put it on Facebook, either as a video, either as a picture, or maybe sometimes even simply text, but I recommend pictures and videos. What we then do after we've done that is we take this, we put it there, we spend a little money. Now the beautiful thing about advertising on Facebook, Google, and Instagram is instead of going to a magazine and a newspaper or a radio station and trying to buy advertising, you can come here and say, you know what, you know your budget, you know how much revenue you make every month, and you know what you can spend on marketing according to how much money you make. So these platforms basically use a cost per result method. We call it a cost per result, CPR. It's a CPR method, meaning you don't just pay an upfront fee of $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever these advertising, these radios charge or these newspaper outlets. You pay a cost per result charge. That means you pay per result. So you can run a traffic ad, for instance, if you have a website, or you can run a conversion ad if you have an e-commerce website, or you can run a reach ad if you have a particular special or a particular message and you want to reach a lot of people in Potchefstroom. You can run a different ad type. So what I'm going to do really, I'm just outline the different ad types that you get on Facebook. So Facebook is really where I recommend most people start because it's very easy to get right, and once you get it right, you can move on to the other stuff. So you can run what's called a traffic ad. I'm going to just write it down here so you can see it. And you can run a conversion ad. Okay, just right over here. You can also run what's called a reach ad, meaning you want to reach a lot of people. And you can also run an engagement ad. Maybe you have an event or you have a certain post that you want people to like, comment on, tag, share. You can run an ad solely optimized on engaging people. There we go. And the superpower, okay? The magic is you can run an ad based on lead generation, okay? Let me get that there, lead, spelling correct. Let me get that correct. Lead generation. And then you got lead gen. Okay, lead generation. Now, if you have used Business Manager before, you probably know there's more ad types. If you have an app, you can run app installations. If you have a video, you can also do video views. I think we should put video views there as well. That's great. If you have a certain promotional video that you want to run, for your business. So using these 5 or these 6 ad objectives, really, we can start today growing our business and growing our customer base. Now, this is not a get rich quick scheme where you're gonna run an ad and then people are gonna start storming your door. No, this is actually a science. It looks very simple, but as the great Albert Einstein says, keep things simple but not too simple. If it was too simple, your competition would do it and they'd be crushing you. So by you being here and just listening to what I'm saying right now, if you can grab and grasp this and really start, maybe even pay someone else, not me, to do this for you, you'll start seeing results that'll really, really increase revenue for your business. It may not happen overnight, but if you commit to doing this stuff, it will happen, I promise you. So let's go over what we have here. Okay, we got our traffic, we got our conversion, we got our video views. We should change these numbers. We got our reach ad, we got an engagement ad, and we got our lead generation ad. So depending on which objective we have, so if you may be a chiropractor or real estate agent or whatever kind of, even any type of business, you want to obviously have a certain time in your advertising campaigns where you run lead generation, where you're collecting emails, you're collecting cell numbers, you're collecting some information, some people's information, like I'm doing right now. I'm collecting leads. You watching this right now. At the end, I would like you to opt in, and I will collect your information, and I will get in touch with you and begin the sales process, right? So that's a super powerful. In this program, or what we can help you do here at my agency, is we can help you generate leads like clockwork. I'm talking about getting a lead. How much is, I always like asking customers, how much is a customer worth to you? Do you know how much the average customer is worth to you? If you don't, you're losing out. I can help you acquire customers with this one ad type alone for like $5, $3, R1 a customer, depending on how good your offer is. So this is really what people are missing out on, and you're very fortunate watching this video now, because not a lot of people know how to do this. So this really, if you get this down, will have the biggest bang for the buck for your business. Okay, so lead ads, right? We have traffic ads. If you have a website, you may be selling something on your website, or maybe there's some information that's on your website that you like people to see. I recommend you run traffic ads. Now, conversion ads are a bit different, a bit more sophisticated. If you have, let's say, an e-commerce store, and you want to run more sales on your website, you might use a conversion ad, right? It's very high end, but super powerful. Let's say, for instance, you have a video, a promotional video that you shot, and you want to show your business, you want to showcase your business to the world, to people here and watch the stream. You'll bypass all these other ad objectives, and you'll just use video views as the main objective for your ad. Now, bear in mind, this is a new way of looking at marketing, where instead of just doing random acts and hope we get customers, we do a rinse and repeatable process, following the profit cycle to get more conversion. Now, before we can even do this stuff, we gotta understand what this is. And there's quite a few things as well before we do this that we need to get in place. But since we rush for time, and I know you're very busy, I'm gonna just get into the meat of it. This is the how-to, the technical. Okay, so these ad types are super powerful. Reach ad is exactly what it says. Let me make that more legible. Reach A reach ad is exactly what it says. It's an ad optimized for reaching a lot of people. It's not optimized for engagement, not optimized for lead gen, not traffic, not conversion, not video views. Just you want to get to the masses, right? You have a message, you have a mega giveaway, you have a special. You want something that a lot of people must see. You want to reach them. An engagement ad is precisely what it is. You've engaged on many ads probably before. You've liked something, you've tagged someone, you've shared, you've commented. You did a hard thing. I've done it. Everybody does it. So these are ads that just get people to engage with your page, and maybe whatever you have. And of course, we've covered lead generation already. And I can't emphasize enough how powerful this is and how powerful this can grow your business. So now that we have the different ad objectives out the way, let's move on to step 2 of our cycle. So step 2 basically is where the landing page is, right? We've taken our traffic, someone has clicked on our Facebook ad, they've landed on the next page, on our sales page, right? Where we sell them, where we give them an offer, right? This is where the offer comes in. Now, the key of doing this correctly is placing the offer in such a way that it is enticing to the customer. Us as business owners have what's in our head and what we want our customers to see. And oftentimes, what we think people see, they see something totally different. Now, what I help business owners do as well is to refine their offer. Refine your offer. Refine your offer. I cannot stress this enough. Refine it, simplify it, okay? Get it so the customer can understand. I want that. Don't sell me the features, sell me the benefits. What will that do for me? If you are a restaurant owner and you want to sell me to come to your place, why should I come to your place? Why should I take my girlfriend there, my mom there, my dad there, right? Or you want to get so specific on your message here, right here, that people are literally saying, you know what? Heck yeah, I want to come. I want to take advantage of this offer. Now, essentially what we do on step 2 is basically what's called a landing page, right? And on this page is where we have our sales message. We have our little message. We have our offer, our product or service as accurately, as concisely descriptive as possible. We put it up there and we tell people, look, give me a name, number, email, and here's a little coupon, whatever have you, and you can come redeem your coupon in the store. If you're a restaurant, you give them a little coupon for ice cream if it's their birthday, or if you're a chiropractor, you can give them a free adjustment, or whatever model works for you. So basically here what we do, we use what's called a tripwire or a hook, right? What's that hook? What's that thing that can get people interested in your business? And I want to tell you something, some of you might be thinking, you know what, I'm not doing that. Well, if you're not going to do that, someone else is, and someone else is going to get that business from that customer. And just think about how much a customer means to you. Would you pay to acquire a customer? Would you pay money to acquire a customer? That depends. That depends on how much that customer is worth. So I want you to also start thinking about marketing and converting customers in a totally different way. You know what I mean? So we want to look at it from a totally different perspective. We're looking at how much it costs us to get a customer. We don't really care about that. We care about the lifetime value that customer will be with us and the money they will spend with us. So I recommend here in the landing page, get your offer refined, consistent, concise, and maybe give away something for free. It doesn't have to be something big, but it at least has to be something big in the customer's mind. Once you have that set up, you take them over to the next step. The next step is what they have to do after they've opted in. So they've opted in here. So what do they do now? They give you the information, or they've done the action you want to do. So over here, what you have is you have a CTA, okay? You have a big CTA. What's a CTA? You have a call to action. You were telling them, hey, take action. But people only take action if they are incentivized. I think it's Thomas Jefferson said, or one of the famous American presidents from years ago, he said, if you want to persuade people, you have to appeal to self-interest. Okay, we're in the game of appealing to people's self-interest. So if you want people to take an action, i.e. come to your store or buy your product, you got to give them incentive, or at least appeal to their self-interest. And here in VL Media, we have a simple framework that helps you do that exactly, so that people can take the action you want them to take. So we've generated our traffic, we've taken them to where we want to take them, which is our landing page. Now we take them to step 3. This is where we convert them. This is where they buy from us. This is where we see our business grows. Now, from the call to action, if you're a physical brick and mortar store, or you tell them, hey, this is X. You can do X and Y, right? They can use this thing they got here at your store, and you can then take them and then start getting them spending money with you. Now, maybe you might have never heard this. Maybe you might be sitting there, oh my gosh, no, I'm so overwhelmed, or I don't believe this. That's totally understandable. But what a very wise mentor told me one day, he said, now, when you meet somebody amazing, when you meet an incredible business person, an incredible person, listen to what they say. Adopt all their winning ways without resistance. So I'm asking you to learn new things. I'm asking you to pick up new tricks. This is a highly converting system. It looks very simple, it is. But like I said, right, sometimes simplicity is all that's needed. Sometimes simplicity is really all that's needed to actually get you to where you want to go. This can get really complicated, but really anything more complicated is not the truth. So if you feel like this is something you want to pursue, if you feel that, you want to start growing your customer base, you want to start going online, you want to start doing these things before it gets more expensive, click below, put in your name, your number, and email. We'll get it. We'll get in touch with you. We'll schedule a coffee with you, and we'll walk you through how we can implement the profit cycle in your business. And maybe we don't even have to do it for you. You can maybe learn from us, and we'll help you over the shoulder. And you can do this yourself, or get your current marketing person or team to do this for you. Okay. My name is Nelly Fakani. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for believing in yourself that you want to take action and grow your business. So click the link, put in the information below. I'm going to get in touch with you, or one of my team members is going to get in touch with you, and let's start our path today to getting more customers online. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.